Moving on to Sopore, we're often reminded of the condition, reminded of the price of terror in Kashmir there. And this time it was a 3-year-old who was stuck in the crosshairs of terror. This picture on your screens of a little boy sitting with his grandfather who was shot down by terrorists is indeed heartbreaking. A 3-year-old boy was with his grandfather when terrorists opened fire. The grandfather was running out of his car with his grandson trying to get to a safe spot when he was shot dead. The infant was left sitting on the road with the body crying for help next to the bullet-ridden body of his grandfather. His sleeve was soaked in blood. Our forces came to his rescue. A CRPF party saw the little boy sitting helplessly next to his grandfather's body. They took him and then consoled him. They took him finally to his family and left him in safe hands of his mother. Absolutely heart-wrenching visuals that came in a little while ago. A 3-year-old boy was spotted by the CRPF Jawans sitting on top of his grandfather's dead body. And this was indeed heartbreaking to see how the grandfather was soaked in blood and this little boy was sitting on his grandfather trying to wake him up and vehemently crying. The boy's hand, his sleeve was soaked in blood. In fact, this picture on your screens of this little boy is indeed heartbreaking. The grandfather was shot by terrorists in crossfire. The grandfather and the grandson stepped out of the car to get to a safe spot. Right at the time, the grandfather got caught in the crossfire. A bullet went past him. He died on the spot. And the 3-year-old boy was found grieving, crying, sitting on his dead grandfather's body and trying to wake him up. When at a time CRPF Jawans came by, spotted this little boy, 3-year-old boy, took him in, consoled him and then handed him over to his mother. Let's quickly go over to Sujay joining us on the phone line here for more details. Sujay, the little boy's images just breaks our heart. Here he was spotted sitting on his grandfather, trying to wake his grandfather up while he was shot dead by terrorists in the vicinity. What really happened? What led to the crossfire that resulted in this innocent life's death?
Well, Nabila, absolutely. These are very, very shocking images. In fact, heartbreaking to say the least. Also depicts the tragedy that, Kashmir has been seeing for a long time. In this particular case, what we know so far is that the security forces were attacked by these militants in Sopore. This family, this grandfather of this boy and him, were in a car and they were also moving towards that direction. That's when they were caught in the crossfire. The family has, of course, they're wailing and they're inconsolable. Some of the family members have alleged that the security forces, fired at them, but the police is categorically denying that, saying that it was because of the attack on the security forces that this 65-year-old man has.
Security forces that this 65-year-old man has died. Of course, the family is, at this point of time in a state of mourning, but for security forces said that they have started investigating the entire matter and also started launching a manhunt on those who have mounted this attack on the security forces. Let's remember, one head constable of the CRPF has also lost his life in this entire attack that took place today in the morning in Sopore town of North Kashmir.
And time and again we're reminded on the price of terror in Kashmir, and this little boy there gets caught in the crosshairs of terror. He is going to be scarred for life. How long would you believe, Suja, until this boy was rescued? His grandfather passed away and he was seated on his body for how long until the CRPF Jawans picked him up and handed him to his mother?
Well, Nabila, all those things are matter of investigation, but from what we have gathered so far is that it, must have been a fraction of some time because the police clearly says, the CRPF also has clearly said that when the man was lying on the ground, the firing was still going on at that point of time, with these people fighting back and firing at when the crossfire was going on, this man was still lying down at that point of time.
Shuja, very, very heartbreaking. Thank you very much for joining us with those details there. These images really leaves us heartbroken. 3-year-old boy sits on his dead grandfather's body, tries to wake him up right after terrorists guns down his grandfather. And on that note, it's a wrap on this bulletin. For further news and updates, do log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download our app for more. News and updates continue on the other side.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.